Hi, I'm Tyler, and today I'm going to talk to you a little about goal setting. Get some energy going.
Hi, my name is Ty, and this is my team. We buy things, we sell things, and we make that cash money. This is with these, and this is our story.
So, how I like to do my goal setting here, I've split it up into 4 categories based on time period. So we have our daily, weekly, monthly, and long-term goals. So how I like to do my goal setting is I like to incorporate them into my day-to-day life into things that I'm already doing. So, for example, I already have a to-do list. I already have a notebook that I work with every day while I'm at work, so I put in my daily goals in there. I like to put my monthly goals on a whiteboard calendar that I already have. So basically things that I'm already looking at anyways, and it gives me it makes it unavoidable for me to at least subconsciously notice my goals. So I'll go ahead and start with daily goals. So with my daily goals, I like to include them into my journal / to-do list. So in some way, a to-do list and daily goals are kind of the same thing. How I like to make sure that what I'm doing in the day is actually one of my goals is I pick the top 1 or 2 things that I'm the most nervous for, or that I'm the most ready to put off because I'm anxious about facing those things, and those are probably the most important things. So basically, first 1 and 2 things, top of my to-do list, those are my daily goals, and that's what I get done before I start getting into all the menial tasks. Honestly, I don't always do that, but I try to more days than not. So next we have weekly goals. Anytime I have a weekly goal, what I'll do is I'll write it on a little sticky note, and then I'll put it on my computer monitor, just stick it right under there so that I will see that. Now for monthly goals, this is one that I'm actually big on. So I like to pick, well, me and Ty, what we do at the beginning of each month is we'll go over our themes for the month. So kind of like the vibes that we want our team focusing on. So for example, this month it is audience and efficiency. And then we'll pick some amount of goals, usually less than 5, that are specific that we want to complete before the month is over. And those have ranged from total sales, or actually they always include total sales, total sales to total amount of connections made, total YouTube followers, that kind of thing. But what we actually do with our monthly goals is we use this whiteboard, and we always write our goals at the beginning of the month, and then for the most part leave it up all month. What you could also do is, if you already use a calendar or a dry erase calendar, what you can do is your monthly goals, you can just write them on the top of your calendar. If you look at your calendar, then you'll see them anyways, and if you have a month calendar, your month goals go pretty well with that. So what I do for my long-term goals is I actually have all of my long-term goals as the background on my computer monitor, with photos that kind of represent them and what they are with the photos. So that way I see them every day when I'm logging onto my computer doing my work. Just so if I don't even purposefully think about them, I'm at least seeing them whether I think about it or not. So I think that's a pretty powerful way. And like I said, the reason I choose all these things is because they're already part of my day anyways. So it's hard to forget what your goals are when you're constantly looking at them, whether you want to be or not, because you just by necessity have to be doing those things. I'm going to use Luca over here as an example for building a segment of a business, for example. So say you're starting from 0, and you need to make connections so that we can have product coming in, okay? So then you would have a daily goal of talking to 5 different local businesses in the hope that one of them is going to make a partnership with us, okay? And then a weekly goal might be taking that but expanding it. So talking to 25 in the hope that we land, 2 or 3. And then in a monthly goal, you could say like you want to convert 50% of those connections into, say, $2,000 of inventory coming in monthly. And then your long-term goal could be something like generate 1 million in sales from all of these new clients coming in. Like basically compounding suppliers and distribution chains to the point that we're doing 1 million in a year. And as you go along that process towards your long-term goal, these would evolve. So of course your daily goal your first month is going to be different from your daily goal your 6th month. And then your monthly goal, it's going to keep rising and rising and rising as you have more and more ability to turn those connections and those supply lines into revenue and into sales. To sum that all up, basically organize your goals by time period, daily, weekly, monthly, long-term. Put them in a place that you'll see them in a really obvious place, like the places I've looked here, so you can't avoid them, and they're always going to be on your mind. Because if you're going through your day-to-day actions and you don't constantly remind yourself why you're doing those actions, then it's hard to orientate yourself in the right direction. You could be getting off track, and because you're not thinking about what you're actually trying to do in the 12-hour span to the 10-year span, you might just be doing mundane tasks and burning yourself out for no clear reason. And to put it all together, you have to kind of make each one realistic. So each one kind of builds into the next, and then you just keep recycling until your goals are getting closer and closer to matching what your end, hopes are, I guess. So keep goal setting, reevaluating, put it in a place where you'll always see it, think about it, and hopefully you'll be able to do what you want to do in the long term. Hope you got some good stuff out of this video. If you liked the video, please like it, subscribe if you want more of this, and leave a comment asking me a question, giving me advice. I like advice. And that's about it. Hope to see you guys next time.